Most of you are familiar with the story, but let me recount it just quickly for you. Jesus is in the middle of ministering. They're moving, and he tells his disciples he has to go through Samaria. And he goes to Samaria and ends up at a well. And he comes to the well at the middle of the day. It's hot. He sits down, and he's there waiting when this woman comes to draw water in the middle of the day. Now, that was kind of unusual in and of itself because most of the time the women came early in the morning. It was one of the first chores of the day that you did. You would come and get the water you needed for the day. It was also the time that everybody caught up with each other. You exchanged all the gossip. You told all the news. And everybody had that moment of being community together, which may explain why she was so slow getting there. So she comes in the middle of the day. Jesus asked her for water, which was a little disconcerting because Jesus was Jewish. She was Samaritan. The Jews didn't have anything to do with Samaritans. So the woman knew something was different because Jesus asked her for water. They begin a discussion about water, and Jesus says, if you knew who was talking to you, you would ask water from me because the water I have never runs out. And they start talking about this water, and then he says to her, go get your husband. I don't have a husband, she says. And Jesus says, well, you're telling the truth. You don't have the guy you're living with now is not your husband, and you've been married 5 times before. Then she changes the subject. Some people say we should worship on this mountain. Some say in the temple in Jerusalem. What do you say? And then Jesus responds with the passage that we read. It's about spirit and truth. It's about the ultimate reality and the unchangeable reality that God is.